Dear children, so welcome to this next session. So in last session we will discuss lastly we will discuss the states of chemicals. So in that state of chemicals, first the symbol here we are using, what are the symbols we can use in the chemical equation. The first is AQ. So in the equation, if the symbol that is AQ is indicated, means that is known as aqueous solution. So aqueous solution is nothing but the substance dissolved in water. For that last session, what is the example that we discuss? That is sodium chloride. So what is the formula for sodium chloride? For sodium, the formula is Na, the valency for sodium is +1, and for chloride, the formula is Cl, the valency for chloride is -1, so that the sodium chloride formula is NaCl. The sodium chloride is dissolved in water, means in that we have to mention Aq nearer to NaCl in the subscript. That subscript we have to mention Aq. So Aq indicates the sodium chloride is in aqueous solution. And next, liquid. If the substance is in liquid state, means we have to mention L. For example, water here we are taken. What is the formula for water? H2O. If the water is in liquid state, means in that subscript we have to mention this L in bracket, small l in bracket. And next is solid. If the substance is in solid state, means we have to mention them in S. And if the substance is in gaseous state, means we have to mention as G. For example, oxygen is a gas. So what is the formula for oxygen? O2. O2 is in gaseous state. So nearer to that formula we have to mention the G in the subscript. So these are the states of chemicals: aqueous Aq, liquid L, solid S, gas G. And next, balanced chemical equation. How we have to balance the chemical equation? So for that, how we have to balance the chemical equation? Under which law? Yes, law of conservation of mass. So what is the law of conservation of mass? Yes. So these law of conservation of mass you studied in 9th standard itself. Energy, mass can be neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. It is known as law of conservation of mass. That is mass. Mass can be neither destroyed. Mass can be neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. It is known as law of conservation of mass. That is, the mass of the element in the product of a chemical reaction, the mass of the element in the product of a chemical reaction has to be equal to the mass of the element present in the reactant. The mass of the reactant and the mass of the product, it will be equal. It will be equal means that indicates that balanced chemical equation. we will discuss with one example itself also. That means the number of atoms of each element remains same before and after a chemical reaction. So the number of atoms of each element remains same. Number of atoms of each element are same. So reactant number of atoms and also product number of atoms will be the same before and after a chemical reaction. That is known as balanced chemical equation. So the balanced chemical equation is nothing but the number of atoms of each element remains same before and after a chemical reaction. Let me discuss with one example. So this is the example. That is Mg, magnesium, oxygen, O2. What does it forms? It forms magnesium oxide, MgO. So here the magnesium contains how many atoms? 2. The magnesium contains 2 atoms. So here also magnesium contains how many atoms? 2. So what is the formula for oxygen? O2. It is diatomic molecule. The O2 is diatomic molecule. So here also the 2 will be there. And here also the oxygen contains how many atoms? 2. The magnesium is also 2. In reactant it's also 2. And product also it will having the number of atoms for magnesium is 2. And for oxygen what is the formula? O2. It is diatomic. Here also the oxygen is having how many atoms? 2. So that the equation is balanced or not? Children, can you tell me? The equation is balanced. Yes, the equation is balanced. In reactants also the magnesium is having the number of atom 2. In product also the magnesium is having number of atoms 2. Oxygen it is a diatomic O2. Here also the oxygen the number of atom is what? 2. So that the equation is balanced. And one more example we will discuss. Here zinc plus H2SO4. What is meant by H2SO4, dear children? Sulfuric acid. H2SO4 means it is sulfuric acid. Zinc plus sulfuric acid is reactant. It will give ZnSO4. What is ZnSO4, children? Zn means zinc. SO4. SO4 means what? Sulfate. SO4 means sulfate. So what is the name of ZnSO4? Zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate plus H2, hydrogen gas. So now we will see the equation is balanced or not. So here Zn. How many atoms are there? Only 1. Here zinc sulfate. In zinc sulfate Zn. How many atoms are there? Here also 1. So the zinc is balanced. And next we will see sulfur. So sulfur, here how many atoms are there? Here also only 1. Here also only 1. So here also only 1. So sulfur is also balanced. And next we will see the hydrogen. So hydrogen here H2. Here also H2. So here also the hydrogen, the number of atoms here 2 and here also 2. So hydrogen is also balanced. And next we will see the oxygen. So oxygen here how much? 4. Here also 4. So oxygen In reactant it will be 4, and in product also how much? It will be 4. So the zinc, how many atoms are there? Only 1 atom. And sulfur, how many atoms are there? Only 1 atom. In hydrogen, 2 atoms. In oxygen, how many atoms? 4. So the equation is balanced. In first equation, so which is reactant and which is product? So what is the reactant? The reactant, where it is represented? Where it is placed? It is placed in left hand side. So left hand side is reactant. So that the magnesium plus oxygen O2 is the reactant. Product where it is placed? It is placed in right hand side. So the MgO is the product. So here the zinc and H2SO4 are reactant or product? The zinc and H2SO4 are reactant, and the zinc sulfate and hydrogen H2 are product. And next we will discuss some questions. So in the question we will see next we will discuss some questions. So in the questions you have to answer that is so which is reactant and which is product, and you have to answer the equation is balanced or not. So this is the first question, my dear children. The first question is, so N2 plus 3H2 gives NH3. So this is the first question. So in the question you have to answer first which is reactant and which is product. The reactant is the substance which undergo chemical reaction. The substance which undergo chemical reaction is known as reactant. So here the N2 plus H2, it is a substance. It will undergo the chemical reaction. So that N2 plus H2 is the reactant. And product. So product, what is it by product? The new substance is formed during the chemical reaction. So here the NH3 is a new substance. It will form during the reaction. So here the N2 plus H2 is reactant and NH3 is product. Next we have to answer the question if the equation is balanced or not. You have to answer for this question, children. The equation is balanced or not. So in nitrogen N2, so that how many atoms are there in nitrogen? 2. In hydrogen H2, 3 molecules of hydrogen. So 3 molecules of hydrogen means totally how many atoms are there in hydrogen? We have to multiply. That is 3 into 2, 6. So here 6 hydrogen atom is there. And we will see in the product. So nitrogen, in reactant how many nitrogen atoms are there? 2. But in product how many atoms are there? Only 1. The equation is balanced? No. And also we will see the hydrogen also. So hydrogen here, how many atoms are there? 6. So here how many atoms are there? Only 3. So the equation is not balanced. The equation is not balanced. And we will see the second question. In second question, what is the question? KClO3 which gives KCl plus 3O2. Make it fast.